Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching and truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, America is Going Out of Business. Lord will, you are edified. Video was inspired from the TikTok platform, Zach Abroad. America is collapsing, yet all we hear is the economy is great. You're right. Fair use.
Grocery stores that have been closed for 10 years. America is collapsing before our very eyes. Restaurants are closing their doors for good in my city at a record pace. They're blaming it on a slow season, but I think it's something else. You can't tell me the amount of abandoned strip malls that I drive by on a daily basis is normal. I know you've seen it too. All these places just get replaced with the Capybara Cafe de Jour or a flower store to placate the masses, if you know what I mean. There used to be 24-hour diners, family-owned restaurants, even bookstores, I don't know, third spaces. Now, nothing. Luxury apartments that sit vacant forever. Grocery stores that have been closed for 10 years. So much wasted space in empty parking lots until some TikTok trend comes, opens for 6 months, and then that closes too. I know I'm not alone in this, but yet every single time I bring it up, I get all the bots in my comments telling me the economy's never been better. But I ask for who? Like 100 people at the top? So the billionaires are doing great. I don't care. People like you and me, we're struggling out here. All my friends live in vans. And if we are lucky enough to have apartments or houses, we're living behind locked doors and closed blinds because there's no community here anymore. Restaurants are just the beginning. They're the canary in the coal mine. Once they're gone, so are all of our meeting places, our birthday parties, our community, and third spaces. They're not just a place to buy food. They're a pulse of the neighborhood. And also, as a live singer, something hugely important to my job. I used to sing 5 nights a week. Now I'm lucky if I can find a Sunday night gig. So I'm just here to say, if this is what a booming economy sounds like, it must be the sound of doors slamming shut. And I don't know about you, but I'm making my exit plan. We're moving to Portugal soon, where they still have cafes and restaurants that people actually go to. If you find that interesting, stick around, because I can tell.
All right. At the end of the day, you can't run from it. Okay. Let's go to Revelation chapter 3 and 10. Because you have kept the word of my patience, the elect of Israel, beginning with the 144,000, I also will keep you. Yahweh Shai will keep the elect, starting with the 144,000. Why? Because these individuals Ephesians 1 and 4. Let's start at 3. Blessed be the power and the Father of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who has blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Mashiach, according as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world. So by default, Yahweh Shai will keep the elect from the hour of temptation, which shall come on all the world. Okay, so everyone will be faced with the mandate of the microchip. However, only the nation of Israel can pass or fail this test. The elect will pass and the non-elect will fail. I also will keep you from the hour of temptation, which shall come on all the world to try to test them that dwell on the earth. Okay, try means what? Test. Okay, and only the elect of Israel will have the faith to persevere. Okay, so like it, persevere. So let's go back to Ephesians chapter 1 and verse 4. That we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption, which means chosen, of sons By Yahweh, so like, let me just read that right. Having predestinated us unto the adoption, and adoption means what? Chosen of children by Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. America is collapsing. Let's go to Nahum 3:3. Woe to the bloody city, America. Okay? America was built on murder, rape, blood, okay? Slavery, lies. So woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. And who are the prey? The Israelites. Okay, not only the elect of Israel will depart from a spiritual sense, and now the elect of Israel is awaiting for a physical deliverance, okay, from Yahweh through Yahweh Shai. Now, key point, America is full of lies, meaning what? Okay, to this day, these Edomites are still lying, telling us that the economy is good or it's getting better. But how so? Because if you really want to know the truth, you look at the things around you, such as the people and the places. Okay? Are restaurants closing or open? Are the malls closing or open? Okay? Are these businesses closing or are they open? This is how you analyze what's truly going on and stop believing in bullshit ass statistics. No, you pay attention to the people and businesses around you in your catchment area. Let's go to Ecclesiastes, of course, chapter 12. And verse 3, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, okay, your economists and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because there are few. America is closing because America is collapsing. And the grinders cease because there are few, and those that look out of the windows, these so-called Americans, be darkened, no hope. Okay, now what can bring on depression and anxiety? Okay, financial straits, the inability to provide for yourself and your family, the inability to balance yourself out in regards to your vices, such as traveling, going to games, okay, partying, so on and so forth. But if you are in a financial strait, you have to do what? You have to save your money. You have to penny pinch, because you just never know what's awaiting down the road. And then when you do ball out and go somewhere, well, guess what? Now it takes longer to recoup, okay? And you could have necessities that you need, but previously you was somewhere else and you done spent all your money. Now you can't afford your basic needs. And these Americans that got money, the little that they have, they're trying to save the rest or a portion of that money to do what? To survive, to sustain themselves. So inflation is bringing prices up, but guess what? The hourly wages are remaining the same. Lord will, this was the Edifying Shalom.